clock is ticking down to a key deadline imposed by President Trump when he says he plans to increase tariffs on billions of dollars worth of goods in the United States and China if it can't reach a new trade deal. I want to get over to Eamon Javers in Washington, D.C. this morning, who's got the latest, where a delegation from China is arriving today. Eamon.
Yeah, that's right, Andrew. We expect that delegation to arrive today and be engaged in negotiations through the afternoon here. And as you point out, the deadline just after midnight tonight here in Washington, D.C. We'll wait and see whether they can break this logjam that's developed over the past week or so. You remember toward the end of last week, a lot of observers were saying that we were on track for a U.S. China trade deal as soon as tomorrow. Over the weekend, that picture changed. The president was at a rally last night in Florida, and he laid out his explanation for why things seem to have broken down in these talks. Here's what he said.
By the way, you see the tariffs we're doing? Because they broke the deal. They broke the deal. They broke the deal. So they're flying in. The vice premier tomorrow is flying in. Good man. But they broke the deal. They can't do that. So they'll be paying.
So the president there accusing the Chinese side of having broken the deal. U.S. officials have suggested that the Chinese walked away from some written concessions that they'd made in the course of the negotiations. But we've never been clear during the course of this entire week of what exactly those concessions were that the Chinese side allegedly walked away from, according to U.S. negotiators. We'll wait and see what happens today. One important caveat, guys, is that the regulation that's been put forth in the Federal Register about this new tariff indicates that goods that are already on the water, goods that are already in transit, may be exempted from these new tariffs, so that if companies have goods that are on their way, might be arriving 10 days from now, they might not have to pay the tariff on those goods when they arrive in the United States. So that gives some companies a little bit of flexibility going forward, but that deadline nonetheless approaching pretty quickly here.